am going to be making a bunch of different flavors, 5 to be exact, of these icy pops using these little bags. So to start, we're making hibiscus lemonade ice pops. We're going to start by bringing some water to a boil. And then we'll use the hot water to steep our hibiscus tea. And then we're going to let this steep for about 10 to 20 minutes. We're going to go ahead and strain it. All right, so in the meantime, while we're waiting for our water to boil, we're going to make some fresh lemon juice. All right, next up, we have some simple syrup. So it's equal parts water and sugar. Okay, lastly, we're going to go over to the stove and we're going to add about a tablespoon of cornstarch and put it over the stove and cook it. Because I want this to have kind of a more slushy-like texture. Okay, and one more thing I almost forgot was to add some lemon zest. Okay, so now we poured the mixture back into this jar. We're going to let it cool off, and it's got a nice viscous texture. Okay, so now that our hibiscus lemonade mixture has cooled, we're going to go ahead and start filling up our little ice pop bags. All right, so we're gonna fill the rest of these up and then put them all in the freezer, and they should be ready in 4 to 6 hours. All right, now we're gonna make our blackberry and passion fruit. So we've got about a cup of blackberries. This one here. Then with using this frozen passion fruit, I'm gonna fill that up to about a cup. Okay, so we've got our food processor and we're gonna add in, so good. So we've got our blackberries and our passion fruit. We're gonna blend this up. All right, let's check on it. I think we do need to add some sugar or honey. It's very good, but it's on the sour side. So let's go ahead and add a little bit of honey. Let's do maybe starting with like a tablespoon of honey. I think that's perfect. Depending on whether or not you like the seeds, you can strain it, or if you like more of a smoothie texture, you can just leave it like this. Okay, so we made about 4 plus a little bit extra, and these are going to go in the freezer. Up next, watermelon mint! Yay! So to start this recipe, we'll cut our watermelon into cubes. All right, then we'll take our watermelon cubes. We'll start off with some honey to sweeten it. We'll start with just a tablespoon because it's already kind of sweet. So how much you use is going to depend on what how sweet your watermelon is. And then lime. Let's do a little lime rind. I feel like this is going to be good. We'll get our lime and juice it. All right, and then one more thing, we need to go into the garden and get some fresh mint.
Welcome to my secret garden. Okay, I think that's good.
I'm gonna wash our mint. Got all the mint added, maybe like 1/4 cup. All right, now we're going to blend it all and we'll do a taste test and see if we like it. Oh yeah, that's good. All right, this is our first of the watermelon mint and lime. And now we're gonna stick them in the freezer. They look so good and they tasted so good. I can't wait till they're frozen. All right guys, next up is our Pina Colada. Look at this. We got a whole pineapple we're gonna cut into, coconut milk, and a couple other ingredients. First, we'll cut the pineapple into cubes. We're gonna add this in. Next up, coconut milk. All right, we got our coconut milk going in. To sweeten, we're gonna use a little bit of maple syrup. Let's start with a tablespoon and see how it tastes. Just to kind of make it a little more bright tasting, I'm gonna add some more lime. That's really good. I think that's perfect. All right, we're ready to fill. We finished filling them up. We ended up with about 8 icy pops. And we're gonna just throw them in the freezer Let them set for like 4 to 6 hours. All right, for the last one, we're gonna do a chocolate fudgesicle, like a fudge pop. It uses cocoa powder and chocolate chips. So to start with, we're gonna put about a 1/3 cup of cocoa powder, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, and then we'll add in our sugar, about a 1/3 cup of sugar. Basically, you want to whisk this all together just so that the cornstarch doesn't clump up. All right, now we turn on our stove. We'll start on like a medium heat. And we're going to add in a cup of milk. You could use almond milk, coconut milk, oat milk, whatever you want in its place. And then we're going to do a 1/4 cup of heavy cream, so like whipping cream. All right, and then we're just going to keep whisking this guy. About this time, we can add in about like a pinch of salt. You don't want to make it overly salty, but the salt really does help bring out that chocolate flavor. Okay, so now if you take a look at it, this is more of the texture we're looking for. See how it coats the spoon? All right, so we're going to turn the heat off because that's exactly what we wanted. And then we'll go ahead and add in a 1/2 cup of chocolate chips to melt. You don't want them to burn, so that's why you put them in at the very end. Last ingredient is about a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, so take a look. This is the final product, what we're looking for. We're just going to let this cool off for 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going to finish up the rest of these, and then we'll be back to stick them in the freezer. Alright, I am back with my niece Vivi. We are gonna taste test all of the different varieties. This is the
watermelon.
What do you rate it? I'd say 8 out of 10. You?
I rate it a 10 out of 10. I love it.
Yeah, this is passion fruit and
Blackberry.
For me, this is my favorite one. 10 out of 10. You?
A 10 out of 10 again. Yeah. Cheers, cheers. What's your rating?
10 out of 10.
Me too.
What would you rate it?
A 10.
I think I give it an 8. All right, we are down to our last one. This is the Pina Colada.
Cheers.
I said 10. So this is the
mixed box.
Each layer is slightly different. So Vivi, what do you think?
I think it was amazing.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna make them out.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching, and we're gonna probably do another one of these ice pop ones, maybe some Indian ice pops. All right, bye, guys.